Welcome back, students. Good morning to all. Myself Sir Sunil, your physics teacher, and nowadays we are discussing our unit second, physical quantities and measurement. From this topic today we are going to discuss one important concept, that is density bottle. Okay students, I am going to ask you one thing. Okay, did you start to learn the question answers which I have given to you? Okay, you are good children, you have started maybe. Okay, so you try to complete the copy work as early as possible. Okay students, we have the time, no problem, but if you are completing the work as early, it is easy for you. You start to study the question answers at least 5 each one day. Okay, it's good for you. So today please go through the video and watch it carefully. Okay, here is our topic, density bottle. What is the use of density bottle? Density bottle is used to determine the density of a liquid. It is a specially designed bottle which is used to determine the density of a liquid. Here we can have a look of the diagram, density bottle. Just go through the diagram, you can see that it is made up of glass. It's a glass bottle and it is having a glass topper and a narrow hole. Okay, a narrow hole. Here it is given a 50 ml density bottle. Okay students, now we are going to discuss about how can we measure, how can use this density bottle. Clear? It is a small glass bottle having a glass topper at its neck. I told you, a glass neck. Clear? A glass topper at its neck. Clear? And also a narrow hole. Okay students, it is a small glass bottle having a glass topper at its neck. The bottle can store a fixed volume of a liquid. A particular density bottle can store a fixed volume of liquid. Generally, the volume of bottle is 25 ml or 50 ml. The stopper has a narrow hole through it. The stopper has a narrow hole through it. When the bottle is filled with the liquid and stopper is inserted, the excess liquid that rises through the hole and drains out. When the bottle is filled with the liquid, we have to insert a stopper in it. The excess liquid that will rise through the hole and drains out. Thus, the bottle always contains the same amount of volume of liquid each time when it is filled, because the excess water or excess liquid will drains out when we insert a stopper in it. Okay, that's why it shows a constant volume of liquid always. Okay students, now since the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, we know that the density of water, that is 1 gram per centimeter cube. We have discussed many times in 7th class and also this year we have discussed. So the mass of water needed to fill the bottle completely will give the volume of bottle. Okay, since the density of water is 1 gram centimeter cube, Okay, so the mass of water needed to fill the bottle completely will give the volume of bottle. Nowadays, it is not named as specific gravity bottle. Okay, now we are going to discuss the determination of density of a liquid using the density bottle. To determine the density of a liquid using the density bottle, we have to measure the mass of liquid and mass of water taken in it by using a common balance. To find out the density of a liquid, first of all, we have to find out the mass of the given liquid and mass of the water taken in it. Then use the formula to find out the density of a liquid. Clear? The mass of water in the density bottle gives the volume of the liquid. This can be demonstrated by the following activity, the activity number 4, to determine the density of a liquid using a density bottle. This activity we are going to conduct to determine the density of a liquid or of a given liquid using a density bottle. What to do here? First, wash the bottle and dry it. Wash the bottle and dry it. Then measure the mass of the empty bottle. First of all, measure the mass of the empty bottle by using a beam balance. Let the mass be m1 gram. Let the mass be m1 gram. Then remove the stopper of the bottle and fill it with water. Then fill it with water. It was empty. Now we are going to fill it with the water. Replace the stopper. Wipe the outside of the bottle dry. Measure its mass again after filling the water. Then we will get the mass of the water, that is m2 gram. Now again empty the bottle and dry it. Then fill the bottle with the given liquid. Then replace the stopper. Wipe the outside of the bottle dry. Measure its mass. Now the bottle contains the given liquid. Now measure its mass again. Let the mass be m3 gram. Now we got three masses, m1, m2 and m3. m1, m2 and m3. m1 is empty bottle's mass, m2 bottle with water, m3 bottle with a given liquid. Okay. Now calculate the mass of water by the relation m2 minus m1 and the mass of liquid by the relation m3 minus m1. Since the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, the mass of water contained in bottle gives the volume of bottle. Thus, mass of liquid, that is m3 minus m1, and volume of liquid is m2 minus m1 centimeter cube. Now we are going to use the formula density of liquid is equal to mass of liquid divided by volume of liquid. That is m3 minus m1 gram divided by m2 minus m1 centimeter cube. By using this relation, we can find out the density of liquid. Now we are going to consider an example. Suppose mass of empty bottle is 30 gram, mass of bottle filled with water, that is 60 gram, mass of bottle filled with the liquid m3 that is 54 gram. M1, M2, M3. M1 is 30 gram, M2 is 60 gram and M3 is 54 gram. Now we are going to find out the density. Okay, the mass of liquid M is equal to 54 minus 30 gram, that is equal to 24 gram. Volume of liquid V 60 minus 30, that is equal to 30 centimeter cube. Okay, now we got both values M and V. M is 24 gram, V is 30 centimeter cube. Now use the formula. Density of liquid M upon V. 24 upon 30 means 24 gram divided by 30 centimeter cube. Then by doing the calculation, we will get the final answer 0.8 gram per centimeter cube. Okay students, you understood how to find out the density of a liquid, of the given liquid. Okay, go through once again in the activity. Now we are going to discuss relative density. The relative density of a substance is defined as the ratio of the density of the substance to the density of water. Relative density of a substance is the ratio of the density of substance to the density of water. The symbol used for relative density is RD. The symbol of relative density, that is RD. Thus, relative density of a substance RD is density of a substance upon density of water. Density of a substance divided by density of water. Suppose that we are going to consider one example. Suppose the density of iron is 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. Density of water, we know that there is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Hence, how can we find out the RD of iron? RD means relative density. We can find out this one by density of iron upon density of water. We know that density of iron, that is 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. Density of water, that is 1 gram per centimeter cube. So substitute these values in this relation. We will get 7.8 upon 1 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, that is 7.8. But density of a substance is the mass of 1 centimeter cube of that substance. Therefore, we can also express the relative density of a substance as follows. Relative density of a substance is equal to mass of 1 centimeter cube of the substance divided by mass of 1 centimeter cube of water. That means mass of V centimeter cube of the substance divided by mass of V centimeter cube of water. That means mass of any volume of the substance divided by upon mass of the same volume of water. So we can have one more definition for relative density. Thus, relative density of a substance can also be defined as the ratio of the mass of any volume of the substance to the mass of an equal volume of water. What it is? It is defined as the ratio of the mass of any volume of the substance to the mass of an equal volume of water. For example, if we say that the relative density of iron is 7.8. We mean that a piece of iron of any oleum has mass 7.8 times that of an equal oleum of water. Okay. The relative density of iron is 7.8 means that a piece of iron of any oleum has 7.8 times that of an equal oleum of water. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the topic unit of relative density. Okay. This topic will be discussed tomorrow. It's time to wind up the class. I hope that you understood each and every points from today's topic. If you have any doubts, don't worry, I am with you. You can ask the doubts to me directly when the class starts. Okay. Today I am going to wind up. Goodbye and have a nice day.